Our Kevin Flynn traveled across the pond to see what happened and how the English are taking their lumps.
To see like some guy in a Bavarian outfit walking up with a little translation thing. The British are not happy I'm here.
Yeah, I see you're messing our language about it.
Sorry. See, I'm an American in England doing stories about soccer. And they think we know absolutely nothing about soccer in America.
You like you can't even play football.
They're all basketball players, so they try to play soccer in a basketball fashion, so they're going down this like this here, but they don't know how to use the ball.
Right, because they don't know nothing about the game, do they, really?
I can't say I agree with them, but I tell you, it has been a tough year for the Brits. I mean, first they get eliminated from the World Cup. On the way to being eliminated, they get beaten by the United States, who they consider a non-soccer playing former colony. To make matters worse, they're going to have to sit at home and watch this summer as the United States plays host nation. You see, the British invented the game. With the help of the British Navy, brought the game to the rest of the world. They think it's theirs. And without them, well, it's just not really a World Cup.
This is England's game, is football. England produce football. We are football.
Everyone in England is a soccer fan. It covers the whole social spectrum. From one end,
the British are by far the superior football side. Or as we so crudely say in the United States, soccer. Away with you now.
To the other.
What are you looking at? Huh? What are you looking at? English soccer debate. Back in the world. Would knock your bloke off.
And the World Cup is usually their opportunity to show the world that they think English soccer is the best. So you can imagine, them not qualifying did not sit well with their fans.
We've got some of the best players in Europe, maybe even the world. And the fact we didn't qualify for the World Cup is just abysmal. It's a national disaster.
You've got to face the facts. We were rubbish.
To put this in the proper perspective, imagine how upset people back in the States would be if our basketball team, our country's best, in a sport that we invented, didn't win the tournament. In fact, not only they didn't win it, they didn't even qualify to get in it. The British still can't believe this has happened to them, and they've come up with a host of reasons as to why they think they didn't make it.
It's a bit like the First World War, you know. The German general summed it up. He said the British fight like lions, but they're led by donkeys.
I think maybe that we just didn't have it in our hearts. No fire in the belly, so to speak. The reason is that the manager was a tactical meathead.
Well, in all honesty, the U.S. is going to miss out in not having England in the World Cup. The English play a wide-open brand of exciting soccer. If anything good can come of it, that we won't have to put up with their crazy fans.
Those hooligans. Oh, headbutt you. Oh, headbutt you right in the head. Oh, dude, what are you looking at?
We don't do that in America. We're just too dignified. So I think it's about time the English gave the former colonies the credit they deserve. I mean, we qualified in 1990. We beat you a year ago in Boston 2-0. We're hosting the World Cup this summer. What's the story? I'd like you to be the first one to bet a couple of pounds on the fact that the United States is going to win the whole thing.
Kevin, I think you get a few takers on that bet in the United States. At last check, we were decided underdogs to win the World Cup, like 50-1. But we do hold the home pitch advantage. Coming up, I'll look at a couple of soccer legends.
You German? Yeah, I'm German. I'm German too. Speaking Sie Deutsch? Ich spreche Deutsch. Ja. Oh, yeah, that is good. My sister's brother's father was German. Oh, your sister's brother. Well, my father also was a German.
I am German.
Ah, I'm German too.
Yeah?
Speaking Sie Deutsch?
Oh, yes, I do. And you?
Oh, yes, that is good.
Yeah? Für wen? For whom? It's good. For whom?
That's enough. Turn off the camera.
Has soccer finally made it in this country?
I think soccer's in a lot of trouble. Let's put it that way.
Really? Then there's a language barrier. I thought we both spoke English.
So I got on my James, I went down to Frog and Toad, I got on Dog and Bone to be double and strong, so I said, well, Tom and Dick, because I had a Ruby Murray last night, lovely jubbly, she said.
Like the Saudi Arabian team, when they qualified for the World Cup, each member of the team was awarded $100,000 and a new Mercedes from their king.
That's just for qualifying. What do they get if they win? Or how about Colombian star Carlos Valderrama? Carlos Valderrama. Carlos Valderrama. This guy looks like he combs his hair with a blender. I mean, he makes Don King look like he has a crew cut. Shoot this. Thanks. Here in San Diego, an old soccer town, actually. I did play professional soccer, was not an incredibly lucrative career. for me. It's not a lot of professional athletes can actually double their income on the weekend by collecting cans. Kind of excited, though. The World Cup is coming here next year. See, some people know what the World Cup is. A lot of Americans aren't quite sure. They think like the World Cup is like a large piece of athletic equipment. You know what I mean? Oh, World Cup. Wow. Great to meet that man. World Cup. That's my dad. My dad didn't understand soccer. My father was a football guy. He tried, though. He used to come to my games. He'd stand on the sidelines for like 90 minutes, keep yelling, "Pick it up! Pick it up!" They're kicking around like a bunch of fairies. Pick it up. With the World Cup fast approaching, we thought this would be a good opportunity to show you some of the key words you might be hearing this summer. All right, let's start with some of the players. First, the goalkeeper.
Up, that's a goal. That's 5 goals to 3 goals. I'm the goalkeeper.
No, this is not a guy who keeps track of the goals. Your goalkeeper is your last line of defense and the only player on the field who can use his hands. In front of him is the sweeper. No. In soccer, the sweeper is the defender in front of the goalie. He's called the sweeper because generally he does not mark a man. His job is to sweep up anything that gets through the defense. This sweeper did his job. This sweeper did not. Now, on the other end of the field, you have your strikers. These are your main goal scorers. Striker is also the name of the 1994 World Cup mascot. A dog named Striker? Doesn't sound like a very friendly dog. That dog named Striker might actually bite someone. Why don't they just name the mascot something like Cujo? Now, there's lots of ways to score a goal. You can strike the ball low and hard and on the ground. It's called a worm burner. Another way to shoot on net would be to take a bicycle kick. This is a bicycle kick. Soccer balls have also been clocked at over 80 miles an hour. If you hit one just right, you can make them knuckle. Imagine something the size of a soccer ball going side to side, moving at you at 80 miles an hour. You want to catch it? Good luck. A good player can not only make a ball knuckle, but he can also make a ball bend. This is called the banana kick. No, that's the first step of making fruit salad. This is a banana kick. Another way to score a goal might be to play a give and go. This is also known as a wall pass. Named so because when one player plays the ball back immediately, it's like playing it off the wall. One of the ways a player can hone his skills is to juggle. No, not this type of juggling. This type. Another skill is dribbling. Not this type. This type. Like a basketball player uses his dribble to maneuver down court, a soccer player uses his dribble to maneuver downfield. Sometimes a player can put the ball right through another player's leg. This is called a nutmeg. As a player, you do not want to get nutmegged. Players don't like this. So when it happens, one player will usually slide tackle the other. Now, if a slide tackle is deemed inappropriate, meaning you got too much of the guy and not enough of the ball, then a yellow card will be issued.
How's much pay for that?
Why, with my yellow card.
This is just a warning. But if the foul is flagrant, then a red card is issued. This means you're out of the game and you must leave the pitch. No.
You see, in soccer, this is the pitch.
And at the end of all this, you shake the opposing player's hand and say, good match.
That's a good match. You have your shorts and your pants and your shoes.
Hey, let's switch shirts. That's not a fashion statement. You see, the game is called a match.
This is all taken in by head coach Bora Milutinovic. Now, he's known as a technical director, not a coach. You see, the training center is in Southern California, and in Southern California, well, everybody wants to direct. Places, people, let's go. We're opening in June. Come on, high kicks. Let's go.
No matter what country it is, whenever they score, they all go like this. Notice them? All right, now let's check out the first half highlights from the 1994 World Cup final. Best opportunity came here with Broncos free kick. Every time this guy gets a free kick, you got to hold your breath. Gianluca Pagliuca gets down and covers it up. Well, man is lethal. Watch this. Outside of his left foot, bends the ball around the wall, down lower part of the net.